for me, I've said this to other people, but hip hop is the beauty of hip hop is that it becomes whatever you put into it, you know, and the entire point of hip hop, as I was taught it as a child, was this is self-expression, and the whole point was to be original and come fresh, always come fresh. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not doing something new, you're fucking up already. So if you're a biter, which used to be a huge deal, being a copycat was like, like you would literally get your ass beat. People died over that shit. Now everybody kind of copies, and that's sort of like that's just what you do. That's the hot song. I'm gonna make my version of that. That's what people do. When earlier to the earlier forms of hip hop, the heydays, golden age, all that old school. It was more about trying to do something new and be fresh and come with some shit that nobody's ever heard before. So for me, that's always been my MO. And we caught some flack for that. Some people, especially like elitists, old school elitists, they were kind of stuck in the whole, like, everything had to be produced by Premiere. Everything had to have the fucking 2-bar loop and the fucking scratch hook. Like those people, that's essentially like, those are the same people in the jazz world that killed jazz, Like, it gets to a point where it's stagnant. And I never, ever want to be stagnant. I never want to do the same thing twice. And with my label, I made it a point that we didn't do the same thing twice. If you listen to our discography, every year our sound changes, and it keeps changing eventually. If you listen to our shit now compared to what it sounded like in 2005, it's like, are these even the same artists?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point. So with the new hip hop, I just kind of wanted to provide some ground rules to help push it along with other artists too. But I feel like it took on a life of its own, and anyways, and we did what we did, and hip hop is definitely in a different place, but I don't necessarily know if it's for the better. But
are you talking are you talking mainstream stuff, or are you talking like even in the underground community?
Even in the underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's always gonna be the elements of people that are revivalists, and they just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Or, God, I love that old school shit, I want to make more of it. It's like, you can't. You weren't there. That moment does not exist anymore. You just sound like a fucking parrot right now, bro. Like, no matter what you do, you will never be Biggie. You will never be fucking, you're never going to be Rakim. It's just that's time is gone, bro. Like, it's done. And so, when I see hip hop now, I mean, mainstream rap music is not hip hop.
No,
I mean, I think everybody is well aware of that. Like, trap is its own genre. It's its own thing. It's basically like punk rock versus, classic rock.